We are here at the Lady in Black Darlington for some Left Turn Cup Series racing here. I am your host, Left Turn Central, and today we have ourselves a 44-lap event that should keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish here at Darlington. And I'm just going to go right ahead into my favorites. My favorites so far this race would have to be Matt Kenseth for sure. He was fast in practice, he was fast in qualifying. All in all, just an all-around fast weekend for him so far. Also, I got to point out the 6th car of Mark Martin there on the outside. He's hungry for a win. He was so close to Las Vegas 2 weeks ago, or 2 races ago. And he looks to finally get over the hump here today at Darlington. We got to look at Tony Stewart as well. He was our points leader until a rough race at Atlanta yesterday or the other day. And now he finds himself in 3rd to start this race. He finds himself 4th in the points, so he's looking to turn that around, and he's had a fast car in pretty much every race. So don't count him out. And then lastly, I got to say Jeff Gordon, as he looks to get his 2nd win of the season. But the pace car has rolled off, and we are about ready to go green as Matt Kenseth will lead us to the green flag here at Darlington. A great start for Matt Kenseth, but here is Tony Stewart on his bumper here, battling for the lead, trying to take that away from Matt. And I don't think Matt's going to give it up just quite as easy. It's kind of hard to pass here, I would say. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this battle plays out, as Kenseth definitely obviously has a preferred position in 1st. You can't really pass him on the outside. You really just got to get to his inside. Which obviously you can run the outside in real life in 2020, so a little bit of a different strategy here in 2003. Looks like the 17 has gotten a safe enough lead, so let's go ahead and look back at the rest of the field. There's Jeff Gordon there in 3rd, and Kurt Busch sits there, and Mark Martin, he fell back right away. He didn't have much help there on the outside. Like I said, the outside is kind of hard to use anyways. He fell back into 5th place, so rough start for him. There's Ryan Newman, easily the most consistent, our points leader right now, Ryan Newman in the 12. He has easily been the most consistent driver so far. He is in 6th place right now and looking to get 5th away from Mark Martin. There's Ricky Rudd, and there's Dave Blaney, somebody we haven't seen much from. He finds himself in the top 10. Jimmy Johnson in 9th, and then Dale Jr. rounding out your top 10. Looks like we have a battle for 6th place here between Mark Martin and Ricky Rudd, as Ryan Newman actually got around him. So there's that, and looks like Martin's actually going to pull away there. And now we got Jimmy Johnson side by side with Dave Blaney, and Junior's going to come in and take another spot away from him maybe. Nope. This is the 48, doesn't quite clear the 77. If you're able to hold that outside line, you do get a run off the turn. I mean, that's at every track, but looks like Johnson will clear him here in this turn without a question. And actually the 8 and the 9, Bill Elliott, he's 2nd in points right now. The 9 of Bill Elliott sneaks his way in there. He's going to get into the top 10. And maybe even Rusty Wallace might even get in there a little bit. Yes, he will. Tough break for Dave Blaney. Once you get stuck on the outside, it's like a train of people just started coming. But he might be able to clear himself there. Yes, he does. Now we're going to go ahead and look back at your leaders, as the 17 and 20 still nose to tail right now. Very close battle. Tony Stewart is obviously just looking to get below him. Here he goes. To the inside goes Tony Stewart. He has a preferred line, and I think he's going to be able to do it. Side by side coming out of turn 2. Jeff Gordon kind of gained there a little bit. 17 tries to fight back. 20's not yet clear. He will stay in there. Great job by the 17. All the while, here comes the 24 of Jeff Gordon to make things interesting. The 20 will clear the 17. Like I said earlier, once you get stuck on the outside, Kurt Busch comes out of nowhere. You just kind of get stuck in a train, and now Matt has gone from first to fourth. But now we got to look at this battle possibly brewing for the lead here between Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart. Maybe not. I think Tony might have the car to kind of pull away here a little bit. And that might just be the case, as he is pulling away from that of Jeff Gordon. But Kurt Busch has put his name in the ring here. He finds himself in third. With the exception of that Daytona race, I got to give Kurt Busch credit. He's been very good to start this season out. He hasn't quite gotten a win yet. I don't know why. I just really feel like he's going to get one in Atlanta, but still got a top 5 finish, so nothing to slouch about. But Tony Stewart is your leader 8 laps into the race. That was a very interesting sequence of events that just played out, and yeah, Tony's going to pull away here a little bit, but here comes Kurt Busch reeling in Jeff Gordon, your second place driver. Got a little 3-way little maybe group here, I guess you could say. Really, I mean, it's pretty close racing up to this point. I told you, I promised it'd be some good racing. I'm actually going to go back here. Where it looks like we have a side-by-side battle between Dale Jr. and Ryan Newman. Newman, he's fallen back a little bit. He was in the top 5 at one point. Jr. gets around him, and looks like he's up in 8th place now. Now Bill Elliott falls in. Like I said, you get stuck on that outside, you just start falling back and just keep on losing positions, and it's rough. But if you're able to clear yourself, get back on that inside, that's what you got to try and do at all costs. And that is what Ryan Newman looks to have done. I didn't see Mark Martin. There he is. He's in 5th place. Okay, I didn't know if he just completely tanked or something like that. Looking back at our leaders here, looks like Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart have kind of separated themselves, but they aren't separated from each other. They are within a car length of each other. Looking here, the 97 and 17, I'm not sure who was in front. I believe the 97, was. But these two seem to be going back and forth as the 17 looks low now. And, yep, he'll get the position there. Matt Kenseth back up into 3rd place. Nice back and forth action there. So we look right here. You got 11 laps into the race already, 44 laps. I'd say they'll probably pit around 20 to 30. Probably more in the 25 range. Not sure how bad the tire wear. Tire wear actually is pretty bad, I guess. We're already down about a second and a half from where they were at the start of this race in terms of time. So starting to see who your long run cars are, and looks like Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon are those long run cars. Right now Gordon is about a 10th faster, but it doesn't do much when you're behind the guys. So yeah, I mean it looks like Gordon does get a little bit of a run, but it's not enough. So we'll have to see how that progresses, but we're going to go ahead and go back to the field here. Looks like the 17 got back around the 97. The 6 of Mark Martin sits in 5th. The 21 and 48 looks like there's going to be a battle here between these two. Side by side, not much of a battle. The 48 just goes right around Ricky Rudd. A good showing, though, by Ricky Rudd. We haven't seen much from him this season, and happy to see him in the top 10. There's Dale Jr. Dale Jr. has actually kind of charged through the field here a little bit, I would say. He's in 7th right now, or 8th right now, and he was just outside the top 10. Looks like he's kind of worked his way up through the field, not quite as fast as he did not as fast as Jeff Gordon at Rockingham, but still working his way up through the field, and shout out to him. There's Bill Elliott, like we said, 2nd place in points. Not sure what happened to Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman has tanked. He finds himself out in 12th place. He was up in the top 5 earlier, so rough start for him as he finds himself outside the top 10. He still has a pretty comfortable points lead, I would say, over 2nd place Jimmy Johnson, I believe no, it was Bill Elliott. I literally just said that. But Jimmy Johnson and Bill Elliott are tied, so it's he's basically second. So yeah, there's that. Moving on up, there is Bill Elliott. We won't do our through the field yet. Let's see how the lead's looking, and it looks like the 20 of Tony Stewart has gapped Jeff Gordon a little bit, gotten a little breathing room here. I just want to look and see how close he is to last place. Last place is in turn 1. Tony Stewart is in turn 4, so he's got a ways till he finds any lap traffic. We're at lap number 15. And I'd say, why don't we go a couple laps and see how Tony Stewart is taking the track. Great job by Tony so far this race, as he's led all but the first 8 laps and has pulled away from Jeff Gordon. I mean, Jeff Gordon's still in striking distance, but I'd say he's got a safe lead over him. Matt Kenseth is still in third. We still got Kurt Busch there. There's your top 5. Is pretty well stayed the same. Every car is seemingly about the same distance from each other, and I see a lot of red cars right here. But they all seem to be about 2, 3, 4 car lengths from each other. But obviously we're at Darlington, so it's not quite easy to make passes. I think really the first major gap is between the 99 and the 8, and you got the 77 here, the 2, and the 12, who's fallen back even farther, the 13th. Tough race for Ryan Newman. There's Bobby. I always say Terry. Bobby Labonte. And then riding out your top 15 is Michael Waltrip. Here's a little 3-way battle here we could possibly be seeing as Ryan Newman looks low on his teammate, Rusty Wallace. Finally said it right. And looks like he's going to get the position there. Finally goes back up to 12 probably. Maybe not. Wow, Rusty actually was able to hold it. Maybe as this track has gone on, I think that outside maybe has opened up as an option. I mean, Rusty was able to hold off the 12. Maybe there was a checkup that we didn't see, but it looked like Rusty was pretty well able to hold him off there on the outside. Great job by him. Coming back up through the field, not much going on here, so I think that is going to bring us to our first commercial break. Not quite. Now we are exactly halfway through the race, and we're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break of the program.
Today, I would like to give a shout out to one of my partners and good friends, the Beast9696, as he now has a Twitch channel, or he's had it for quite a while. I don't know why I said now, but he has a Twitch channel, and he has a lot of cool stuff like Apex Legends. He does Assassin's Creed Origins, and he does plenty more. Those are just the two that I've probably seen him do the most, but he does a lot more. He might even do NASCAR at times. I'm not sure, but he has a great channel. You guys should go and type that link in your browser once you're done with this, or you can open a new tab or something like that. Type that link in, or you can look down below in the description in the partners section of our description, and you can find him there. But I highly recommend go watching him. He's definitely a great streamer. He's been on the grind. He was a Mixer streamer before Mixer died, and moved over to Twitch. So he's kind of trying to regain his footing that he had over at Mixer. So be sure to go check him out. And thank you, Beast, for being a partner.
All right, we are at lap 28 of 44. Guess what? Tony Stewart is still your leader. But if you look at the top right there, he has fallen off 4 seconds from his best lap. Tire fall off here is real. You can see him going slow, and it looks like finally Tony Stewart will be coming down pit road. Everybody is probably going to start coming down pit road here, as it is that time of the race. And let's go ahead and look and see who else maybe is coming down. Or maybe not, I don't know. There's Tony Stewart. There's Jeff Gordon. 97 of Kurt Busch. He got back around Matt Kenseth. 48 of Jimmy Johnson. Mark Martin. Bill Elliott. Ricky Rudd. There's Jeff Green. Looks like he's going to stay out. Decent day for him. I think he's actually going to get up into the first place, maybe. No. That goes to Dave Blaney, who's just now coming down. Let's see. And here comes Ryan Newman. Yeah, now everybody else coming down. But hey, Kevin Harvick finally in the top 5. Took him about 5 races, but he's finally here. Let's go ahead and take a look at these guys coming off pit road. And it looks like Tony Stewart, you guessed it, wins the race off of pit road here. And once everybody gets off pit road, we'll go ahead and go through the field. Yeah, I mean, Tony Stewart's been the dominant car here today. And barring lap traffic, which has played a pretty big part in the last 2 races, I'd say barring lap traffic, I'd say it's pretty well Tony Stewart's race to lose here. Now, the big thing about lap traffic here is that when you are, if there's 2 cars, you can't take the outside. You'll hit the wall. You can't, you can't take, it's tough. And then when you have 1 car, even though that's the big difference. You usually can't take it 3 wide, but when you have 1 car, if you go to the outside, there's no guarantee that you'll be able to get around it very easily, because the outside is not. We've only seen it really work with Rusty Wallace, and I think there may have been a checkup by Ryan Newman. So, sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. And now Tony Stewart is officially your leader with 31 of 44 laps completed. I believe Jeff Gordon still cycled to 2nd place, it looks like. Unless that is actually a car on the lead. No, yeah, he still cycled into 2nd there. And here he comes on to some lap traffic here. Now look, he may be able to pass on the outside. The car may be slow enough, but if he gets up to some lap traffic that's actually of speed, and I don't think he'll be able to pass him on the outside. I could be mistaken. And that's going to cause an issue because, he's going to be running slower laps. It's going to allow Jeff Gordon to catch up. But, yeah, see, there's a pack right there that could cause a huge problem for Tony Stewart. If you see that pack going into turn number 3 right there. So definitely something we're going to have to watch, but we're going to go ahead and I don't know if we can go through the field today because I really want to see how this plays out. So we might not go all the way through. We're going to kind of go quickly through. We're kind of doing it later than we usually do, so there's that. We obviously have Tony Stewart leading. There's Jeff Gordon in 2nd. I thought Jimmy Spencer was in 3rd for a second, but no, it's actually Kurt Busch, it looks like, right there. Matt Kenseth in 4th, Jimmy Johnson 5th, Bill Elliott 6th, Mark Martin 7th, And then you got Ricky Rudd in 8th. Great day for him. I got to point that out. Jeff Burton in 9th. And then the 99 of Jeff Burton in 9th. Why did it go to him twice? That's weird. Then the 8 of Dale Jr. in 10th place. Then Michael Waltrip in 11th. He hasn't quite, I don't think he's gotten a top 10 yet, but he's been able to just kind of sit right outside it and have a decent season, I guess. And 2 of Rusty Wallace in 12th place, and that's 2 times in a row I didn't mess it up. There's Bobby Labonte, the 77 of Dave Blaney, Ryan Newman in 15th. This is definitely going to be interesting to see if he's able to hold the points lead after this, after a mediocre day. I think he will be fine, though. Kevin Harvick there in 16th, definitely his best race of the season so far. John Andretti, another one who's probably having his best race of the season. Jerry Nadeau, probably said that wrong. I always say that wrong, but he's in 18th. There's Dale Jarrett, your last race winner. He's been awful silent today. He finds himself in 19th today. And then the 22 of Ward Burton, he's in 20th. There's Jeff Green just sitting there in 21st. Just a mediocre day for him. There's Steve Park in the 1. We haven't heard much from him. Hey, guess what, guys? I've seen Ken Schrader before. You guys probably already know that because I've said it in every single race, but I'll say it again. I've met Ken Schrader before, so there's him. He gets a little extra screen time because of that. There's the 16 of Greg Biffle, like I said, in I think the previous race. I expected a little bit more from him, but it's his rookie season, so we'll give him time. 32 of Ricky Craven there. He hasn't done much this season. The 45 of Kyle Petty coming off a great race at Atlanta where he finished in the top 15. And then the 27 of Scott Wimmer. There's Elliott Sadler in the 38. He's been pretty bad, to say the least. Johnny Benson in the 10. Terry Labonte in the 5. Jeremy Mayfield in the 19. Jerry Sprague in the 0. And hey, look, there's Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart, there's your leader. He is catching up to some lap cars. Looked like he got through that pack that I was talking about earlier. Maybe not. Maybe that pack just kind of dissolved. We got Mike Skinner there. I just want to see Jeff Gordon. Where are you? Jeff Gordon got passed by Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch into second. I'm not sure that he'll be able to catch up to Tony Stewart, but at least he tried. And now with Tony Stewart out front, I think I'm going to go ahead and quickly, don't worry, I won't take too many laps off this time, but I'm going to go ahead and quickly go to a commercial break, and we'll be back within the next lap.
All right, so I got another advertisement for ads here. If you guys want to see your ad placed in this spot right here so you don't have to see my beautiful face, let me know down below in the comments. You can also DM me on Twitter at LFC99, I believe, or the link is probably in the description. And you can also look at me on Discord, LFC, hashtag 4943, and I also have a Discord server in the description, so you guys can look at, you guys can tell me on there. But you have plenty of places. Just let me know what you guys want me to advertise. It can be a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, whatever you guys want me to advertise. And yeah, let's get back to the race.
So Tony Stewart has absolutely dominated this race since he took the lead back at lap number 8. And with just about 6 laps to go, he still leads. Let's see how big his lead is gained in just a lap. I guess the 97 has maybe reeled him in just a little bit, but nothing too much. Oh, it looks like the 88 having issues. He was on pit road. And back up to Tony. If I can get back up there. I mean, it's a little bit smaller, I could say maybe, but nothing that Tony Stewart really has to worry about. And as the ritual goes, when somebody's dominating at the end of the race, we're going to go ahead and go on board with them for these last couple of laps. Busch has passed Tony Stewart. We have a new leader. Wow, I'm not even sure what happened there. I go to get a drink real quick while we're in cockpit view, and Kurt Busch has taken the lead from Tony Stewart. And we're coming up on the final lap. Wow, what a turn of events there. I don't think many people saw that one coming, including myself. Kurt Busch looks like he might be getting his first career win in the Left Turn Cup Series, and he will be the 5th different winner in 5 races in the series, as we are on our final lap presented by NASCAR Manager Sim League. What a surprise. That was surprising. I genuinely did not think he was going to catch up to him. He must have found something, maybe got caught up. I apologize for not being attentive. I was getting a drink. That's what I usually do when that happens. But wow, coming into turn number 3, the 97 of Kurt Busch comes out of seemingly nowhere. Coming out of turn 4, he is going to become a first-time winner in the Left Turn Cup Series. Kurt Busch wins at Darlington. What a race. I don't even know. He just kind of nonchalantly passed him. I saw the pass happen. I didn't think it would actually be Kurt, and it ended up being Kurt. So, statement win here for that 97 team. As you see, Tony Stewart also back there. He fell back a lot. I don't know what happened there. He must have just lost the car or something. I don't know. But a second place finish for Tony. He definitely has to be disappointed after dominating most of the race. And let's go ahead and look at our results here. Kurt Busch, obviously your winner. Yeah, he gained 2 seconds within what, 3 laps on Tony. So something wrong with that 20 machine. Mark Martin finished in 3rd. He actually worked his way up into 3rd there. He had been sitting in the top 10 all day. Bill Elliott finished in 4th. He was somebody who kind of like Martin was in the top 10, but I must have sneaked into the top 5 somehow. Jeff Gordon 5th. Matt Kenseth 7th. He's not 17th. He's in 6th. Ricky Rudd 7th. Jimmy Johnson 8th. Jeff Burton 9th, and Dale Jr. rounds out your top 10. You can look at the rest of the results there. Ryan Newman, your points leader, in 13th. He may not be your points leader anymore. We'll check here in a minute. I'm going to go ahead down. Make sure you pause whenever you feel like it. Go ahead and look at that. And now we're going to go ahead and look at the point standings. Kurt Busch, the 5th different winner to this point. Looks like I saw Tony Stewart is your points leader. Ooh, Bristol, baby. Next up on the schedule. That should be interesting. We'll talk about that in a second. But Tony Stewart finds himself back in the points lead with a lot of help from Ryan Newman just not having a good race. Looks like. And, wow. Great job there by Tony Stewart to get back into the points lead. But Bill Elliott, he stays in 2nd place there with a solid 4th place finish last week. And then Ryan Newman falls out of the lead. He's only about 12 points out of it, though. It definitely can easily come back into it. Jimmy Johnson in 5th. Dale Jr. in 5th. Jimmy Johnson in 4th. Kurt Busch, after his win, is now in 6th. This is a storyline we've kind of been following here. Kurt Busch obviously had a terrible start, finishing in 41st at the Daytona 500. He has really turned it around here and finished top 10 in every other race, so glad to see him turn it around to this point. Jeff Gordon, he's been kind of quiet. He was in 2nd, ended up 5th, so not sure what happened there, but 7th place for him. Matt Kenseth in 8th. Jeff Burton in 9th, and Michael Waltrip in 10th. I'll go ahead and scroll down so you guys can see the rest of the field. Wonder where Harvick ended up. Now he's back up to 28th. I don't even know where Harvick finished. I didn't even look for that. I think I accidentally passed some people there. So go ahead and pause if you guys want to look at these guys. And then, of course, we have the bottom. I'll go ahead and show you that. Brett Bodine finally. No, he's not. I thought he was in the top 40 finally. And there is that part of the field. Got a ways to go if they ever even want to think about coming back. And there is that. So that is 5 races under our belt in the Left Turn Cup Series. Next up, we got Bristol Motor Speedway for the Food City 500. That one will definitely be an interesting race from start to finish, unlike the Darlington race was today. But be sure to let me know down below what you guys thought of the race, and be sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button if you guys are new, if you guys want to see all the races of the Left Turn Cup Series. And that's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Yeah, stop wasting my time trying to get mine, get out the way, move, trying to get paid, bands on the way, just bought a safe, ooh, crib with a gate, I need me a lake, but that's on the way, ooh, yeah, that's on the way.